Hey guys, are we live? Yes, we are. Hey guys, another chit show with producer Mark. Today we have in our studio the very beautiful Laura Orimus. Laura has been a part of the Wicked Car magazine for a long, long time. She was the cover girl of the most distributed Wicked Car magazine ever, the World of Wheels edition. She's also a very successful business lady, and she is the president of the Revved Up Women's Car Club. Hello, Laura. Welcome to the show. Do tell us a little bit about yourself, as the viewers don't know who you are, and our listeners in the YouTube land, and talk to us about the Revved Up Women's Car Club.
Okay, one thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
So my name is Laura Remus, and I started Revved Up Women's Car Club. It was an idea last fall, and in January it came to be. I had our first meeting, and I think we had 7 women just showed up. I thought I was going to be sitting at the restaurant all by myself. And then one came in and another, and it got so exciting. So I knew there was a need for it. We all are part of other car clubs usually, but it's nice to have all women who come together and we do things together. We go to shows, we go to cruise nights. We even went to a foster dog fundraiser for bingo together. We always drive our cars. That's the one thing that we do is we love to drive. Sitting at a car show is great occasionally from, 8 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon on the asphalt, but it's really nice to get out there and drive our cars.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. I am not a big fan of pulling into a parking lot and sitting there from, God damn, 9 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Till 5 in the evening, just sitting there eating, drinking, and just sitting there. No, I want to drive. I want to drive. And there have been a couple of, now there are some shows that I go to, of course, as a publisher of a magazine, and you tag along and you come along and you go to shows to cover for us, bringing us all the wonderful content. But I mean, I want to drive. I want to get in the car, and we want to drive. And I think we did a show last year where we drove.
Yes, the color tour.
Yeah, the color tour.
That was probably my favorite thing I've done.
Yeah.
I have a 1954 Chevy 3100 pickup.
Yes.
And that was such a fun thing to do in her. It really was.
It's a very famous car because. Your car was on the. Let me see if I get the right. There it is. That's Laura's truck, and that is Laura right there. So she was on the cover of our last issue. So how do you? I know you have a lot of fun, with the cars and all the ladies. How many ladies did you say you have?
So in January at our first meeting, I think we had 7, and I had one going into it. I met her in the fall at the Delwood Park show.
Right.
Her name is Shannon. She's got the black vet. So
the black vet.
Yeah. So I met her there, and then she's like, "I'm your first member." So she was very excited. And then I thought, okay, well, we'll see what we do with it. We had 7, I think, members the first meeting, and then since then we meet every second Monday of the month. At 6 p.m. we meet at Villanova Pizza. So if you're listening and you're a woman who likes to drive her car and even if it's not like the show, best in show, my car is never going to go to World of Wheels or anything like that, but I drive it every day.
I hear you.
So we meet at Villanova Pizza in Lockport every second Monday and 6 p.m. and we just have a nice time. And so that's kind of where we are now. I think we have 25 actual members, and I think we have about 12 or 13 that actually do things regularly with us.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
Alex Sawinski.
Yes.
She's saying, hi, Laura.
Hi, Alex. How are you? Alex is our youngest member. She is
Right.
a sweetheart. She has a big old Chevy truck.
She's the guru. She's the, I heard she's doing all your,
she does our so I came up with the logo and Alex has enhanced it since then.
well,
So
hello there.
yeah, Alex has green eyes. I have green eyes. So our little Revved Up. Do you have a picture of our Revved Up logo?
I'm pulling it up I am pulling it up as we speak.
So we added a little longer eyelashes and red lips and green eyes to her. So that was Alex. So thank you for that, Alex.
Okay, well, Alex, this is your time to shine here.
Yeah.
Let me pull up your Women's Car Club here. All right. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. I don't know if it's the right one, but
it's
it's
my cover photo on the Facebook page.
Okay, let's.
So if you go to Facebook, Revved Up Women's Car Club on Facebook, you could find us.
Well, let's
please like and follow us.
Please like and follow us immediately. Here we go. Oh man, look at those beautiful green eyes. Yeah.
Yes, she has green eyes.
Yeah.
So Alex and I made an executive decision, and we just turned her to green eyes.
Yeah, I like that. And you know me, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, "Hey, where's my shirt? Where's my jacket?"
So I'm going to tell you that because we're a women's car club, I belong to another car club, and when I joined, they only had the men's cut T-shirts, which is they're choking. I can't stand them. But so our car club, we only have the women's regular V-neck T-shirts, and then we have zip-up hoodies. We're very excited about it.
Yeah.
And I have one men's T-shirt, one ordered, and that is for you, Mark.
Very good.
No one else will have a men's T-shirt.
You know what I want to do, Nelson Hay from Boss Hawk Torque Converters. Hello, Nelson. You know Nelson? Nelson is saying hello.
Hi, Nelson.
Nelson is saying hello there. Hello there, Governor. We have our buddy Critical Smoker. Critical Smoker is a friend of ours. He does all these live stream shows from different municipalities. A good guy, great guy. And I met Critical Smoker when he was doing when we were covering the infamous Tiffany Henyard. Dalton. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know if you saw that big fight that they had one time.
I saw it on your page.
I was there, and I think I recorded that in 8K. And I was getting calls from all over the world because they wanted to license my footage and use it. I said, please go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, do whatever you want to do. So this is really cool. And I'm thinking, a T-shirt would be nice. A hoodie would be nice. You know, I love tchotchkes, man.
I got you covered, but you're the only man that will have one of our T-shirts as of right now.
Fantastic. I like that. So no other guy's going to have it. Very good.
Not right now. We have one on order that Alex is making, and she is literally. She's amazing. She is hand making these with the vinyl color. She's hand making each one of these, and they're beautiful.
Listen, I know what it takes to make those T-shirts. And as you being a very, very dear friend of mine, you know, one thing I don't have is patience. I do not have the patience to sit there and weed through the vinyl. I can't do. Even though we have the full vinyl setup, but I cannot do it. So what I do is usually make stuff for my car, and that's about it. What car do you drive?
So
the world wants to know.
Oh, so if it's sunny out, or I shouldn't say that, if it's not raining, snowing, or salty out, I drive the 54 Chevy pickup. Yeah. That is like what I normally drive. You will see me all around Lockport, Lamont, Orland, this whole area, southwest suburbs. I drive it everywhere. I am a realtor. So I also bring it on my showing appointments. My clients love to see me pulling up in it. Yeah. It's got me a listing appointment or two, I think, when I pull up, you know. Really? Yeah, you get one of those car guys that you're listing their house, but you don't know they're a car guy until you open the garage and you see that old Nova under the cover. Right. And if it's under a cover, I always say, "Oh, what's under there?" And they always are happy to show me, of course. So that's what I drive normally. We also have a 1979 Targa 911, a Porsche 911 Targa SC. So I have that too.
Nobody in the right mind or in the car culture would never, ever, ever associate you driving a 1954 Chevy truck and they go, "Hey, Laura, what's your other car?" "Oh, nothing. It's like the most highly sought after, very rare, extremely collectible 1979 Porsche 911 Targa."
Yep. It's a beautiful, like a bluish kind of, what would you call it? Like a silverish blue. It's more blue than silver for sure.
It is. There's a special name for that paint because these Germans, they always have something. And I think I remember that's how I met you.
Yes.
We were at a Midwest Gear Grinders show.
American Legion.
Yeah. I was extremely pissed off at the universe because I'm not a big fan of music.
Yes. You like music, but just not when you're filming.
When I'm filming. And the only thing in the entire parking lot that caught my attention was this beautiful 1979 Porsche 911 Targa, which I had a 1983. So it just, and my first question to you, do you drive it? It was such a stupid question because I know you drove
in there.
Do you drive it? And my second question was, are you selling it? I don't know if you remember that.
No, it was definitely
and you told me to go kick rocks and get the hell out of here.
So I will tell you that day that I brought the Porsche there. Again, I drive the truck, and the truck was in the shop, and I just joined the Midwest Gear Grinders.
Right.
I just joined them, and I told them I would be at the show, and the truck had to go to the shop, and I had nothing to drive there. So the Porsche hadn't been out of the garage in, I'm embarrassed to say, probably 5 or 6 years.
Oh my God.
So I pulled it out in the driveway, and it's my husband's car. He's the one who really, he's the one who bought it, but he's the one who's also sat on it forever. I'm the one who pulled it out of the garage.
I know Mike, let me tell you something, guys. Mike is like the sweetest guy. He is one of those guys that, you just, when you picture like your best friend, like the coolest dude in the group, that's Mike. And
he's a good guy. He loves people. He's very, And he's, I want to tell our viewers also that he is one heck of a cameraman also, because we shot some videos while they were doing filming wicked stories on the road. Wicked car stories on the road. We were in Belleville, Illinois, and he was so good and patient. We did 2 of them. Well, actually 3 shoots when we were down there.
Yeah.
So.
And people do ask, Mark, where the F are those shows? Those shows are coming, guys. Those shows are coming. I just wanted to get rid of all this, what do you call that thing? The big rush we had, because I know there's going to be a lot of lull in the summer, and that's where we're going to be releasing season 2 of the Wicked Car Stories, and you'll be seeing Laura.
We've done tons and tons of shoots.
Yeah, we have. We have.
It's been fun.
Daryl still asks me, Mark, I want to see my Mustang, And another gentleman we did, he goes, Mark, I sold the damn car. When is my video coming out?
It's not even out yet.
It's coming out. It's coming out. It'll be out. It'll be out.
The family in Belleville, Eric and his dad and his mom, Eric Schifferdecker is his name.
Right.
He always asks, when are they coming out? I'm like, I swear they're coming out.
No,
and they're like,
of course. Of course. Not only are we going to come out with the show, we're also going to be putting them in the next issue of the paper, with a little write-up, which which you will so willingly do.
Yes.
And we will have the write, because you already have awesome pictures, know, and those are pictures that can never be recreated.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have an article in the next issue of the magazine. And we're also going to have the video that's going to come out. What I wanted to ask you was, how did you end up with a Porsche? Considering
so we've had the Porsche way longer than the truck. I've only had for 3 years. The Porsche Mike bought, I'm going to say, probably 15 years ago.
Oh my God.
He found it at a car dealer, like one of those off the road car dealers in Bridgeview. And it was covered in snow, and he knew the shape of it when he drove by. And he said he pulled in and asked the guy, if he could, take a look at it. They brushed the snow off of it, and it was the guy's friend. It wasn't even his car.
Can I ask how much they?
It wasn't much.
It wasn't much.
Back then, it really, but it needed a new engine. So remember that there was those engines are not cheap. Those engines,
those engines are not cheap.
No, and hard to find.
And the problem with Porsches, because I had one, everything is engine out. Everything is engine out. People do not realize this. Everything is engine out in that car. What happened was when I sold mine, it was ages ago. Another dear friend of mine sold his Porsche 911 right before the pandemic, and he sold his was an 83, and his 83 was the one of the was the car that was similar to the one used in the movie with Madonna, Who's That Girl? And right before that event we had in 2020, he sold his for approximately $35,000. It did have a sunroof. Now that car in a B-class condition is over $150,000.
Wow.
The Targa that you have, that car is so rare that if you go and buy one right now, nobody's even going to entertain talking to you if you don't come up with less than $200,000.
I don't know. We have priced it out for less than that.
Where have you priced it out?
On the Haggerty.
Really?
Yeah.
How much did you price it out for?
I think it was under 100.
Under 100.
It was.
If you okay, here's the thing.
I know people that will buy it though, probably for that much.
If you sell that car, consider yourself no longer a part of the Wicked Car magazine.
He will never sell that car. That car will always be in the family.
If you sell that car, the only person that would buy that car would be me.
There you go.
If you sell that car to any Tom, Dick, or Harry, you will not be a part of the Wicked Car magazine. So how much have you driven the Porsche?
The Porsche has been in the shop, I will say, for the last, probably since last June. I think it went into the shop. It went into a shop here for a little while.
Right.
And it was getting a new clutch, and it was getting rekeyed for everything matching keys.
Right.
And he was, the mechanic that had it was running it, and there was it sounded like machine gun firing going on. Yeah. So he pulled it off the lift he had it on, and he just said, you know what, can you bring it back in the fall? I'm too busy right now.
Right.
So it was in there for a while, came back home, sat in the garage, and then we brought it down to our family members, Eric and his dad's shop in Belleville, Illinois. And his uncle, I can't think of his uncle's name. It's not Jim, his dad's Jim.
Where in the hell is?
It's right before St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big town. A lot of people know Belleville.
Illinois.
And they have the most amazing car collection you have ever seen. Well, you've seen it because I did videos.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And they have had it since then. And I will be happy to say that Mike visited over the weekend. And the windshield has to go back in. The rims are getting power coated. There's brand new tires. It's running like a champ. And it is coming home probably the middle of June. So you will be the first to see it, Mark.
Oh my God. I cannot wait. Because what I have planned for that car was I wanted to forever immortalize it in the next issue as a centerfold.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, or a center spread.
Sure.
Like just when you open our magazine, which is a tabloid style, just the horizontal side of it. I wanted to do that, and I would delay the magazine just for that car. Well, because there's some shots that can never be recreated.
Eric and Jim, get going. We got to get this.
Eric, you heard it, man. We need the car. We need the Porsche. And while we're at it, leave the car keys under the mat.
Well, Mike was so excited. He was with it yesterday morning. He went to visit our grandson.
Oh my God! And
he got to see the Porsche, and he was so excited of the progress that it's made since it's been there.
Yeah.
It's almost done. So he is a very
next
happy
time,
man.
Mike goes there, what we'll do is
it's coming home.
It's coming home. Yeah, we'll attach. I've got one of the GoPros that we're gonna put on Mike's hat and have him drive it. So what other cars, first of all, how did you get involved in the car scene?
So back in the day, I grew up in Oak Lawn. My dad would always bring me to Duke's. My dad always had a car of some sort, a truck, a car, always.
Right.
So that's kind of where I grew up. And we were, back in the day where Dave Verche was up there and Scott McCauley and all those guys from Oak Lawn High School. And that's kind of where it started. And then my ex-husband, he was part of Street Machines Unlimited, which is a very old Chicago car club, and I was part of that car club with them.
Mm-hmm.
They were all a little bit older than me, and they snuck me into bars with them all the time. Yeah, that's where our meetings were in Chicago bars. Mike Craig, Nick Weber, all you guys. Yeah, they would sneak me in, and we would go there to the car meetings and always have a great time. So Street Machines Unlimited. I don't know how many of the guys are still around from that, but that was a very old car club. So always been around. My ex-husband had an old Camaro. He had a lifted truck. He always had something too. So we always had something kind of going on. And then, you have kids and life kind of changes, of course. And then Mike wound up with the vet, he had a vet too, but that was a while ago. But he wound up with the Porsche, and that sat around for a while. And then we were always talking about getting a truck. I wanted a truck for a long time. He likes trucks too.
Right.
And we just couldn't find the right one. It was just hard to find because, if you did find the right one, it was $80,000 because someone did all the work already.
Yeah.
And then I will tell you the truck's name is Fate.
Fate. Yes.
That's her name. That's her license plate. And I will tell you a story if you want about how we found Fate.
Please.
Okay.
I want to know.
So Mike does pools, in-ground pools and spas. Works for All Seasons. Another shout out to All Seasons.
All Seasons, hello.
But he's done them his whole life. And he was getting material at Menards. And so how you get your...
Was he saving big money?
Probably. He was. So he bought all of his material, and you have to drive around to the back to get your material then.
Right.
Well, he forgot that part because he was talking to someone. I'm sure he was on the phone, and he drove back to his job. And he got back to his job, and he's like, "Oh, great, I forgot it." So got back in his work truck and drove back to Menards. It was probably about 45 minutes later now. Drove around to the back, the Menards in Homer Glen, and there was Fate. They were loading patio furniture in the back of her, like overloading it. That's if you look at my
unbelievable.
Yeah, if you look inside of my bed, it's pretty scratched up, but. So they were loading patio furniture up there. Mike's like, "Oh my gosh," and we've been looking now for like 2 years, 3 years for a truck. And he texted me a picture of it, and he said, "Is this the one? Is this the one?" Well, I was at a trampoline park with the kids, and my phone wasn't going through. And I'm like, "Is this the one? What?" And I couldn't see the pictures, the pictures weren't coming through. And he talked to the guy, and it was his father. Very, very nice people. His son was driving it and loading it up just like a truck, of course. And his father was going into memory care. And Mike asked him if they were planning on selling it. And he goes, "Yeah, it is for sale."
Yeah.
And then my picture went through when he called me. I'm like, "Is it? I don't know. Is it?" I didn't think I was going to get like an orangish red truck, but I was looking for turquoise, but that's okay.
Right.
And I said, "Yeah, I think that's the one." So they shook hands, and we went there the next morning. And we bought it, and I got to meet the man who owned it, the elderly man who owned it, and he hugged me, and I told him I promised I would take really good care of her, and I think I have. I don't know if she's ever been taken this good care of.
You always take care of the car.
Yeah, so it was Fate. That's how she got her name.
Did you ever go back to Bays to get it detailed that day?
I did. I went to Bays. Wow. I went back to Bays, and they took great care of me. They got me in the next day. Bays in Romeoville.
Bays, in Romeoville. I forgot the whole name. Jesus.
Bays Supply.
Bays Car Supplies in Romeoville. Jason. What a guy, Jason. Jason is the main man, the man with the plan. I got to take my little speedster in also one of these days.
We did the cover shoot there, which Mark held up for Wicked Car Magazine.
Yes.
And I thought it was a really cool place that you can rent out a bay for a couple hours. You could do your own detailing. They sell everything there.
Absolutely.
Or you could drop off your car and leave it there the whole day, and you get it back. They did my engine compartment.
No kidding. God, I want to see that.
It's never been so clean. So
yeah, I wanted to see that. Yeah. They do a fantastic car. What other cars have you driven prior to, like, I'm talking, what other classic cars have you you know?
Well, I drove Tony's 1969 Vet. That was fun.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
the front of that
Yeah.
Vet goes on and on forever. I'm like, where
Yeah,
is the
exactly.
end?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that was a fun one. I've driven a few other Vets, newer Vets.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone wants me to drive their car, you let me know. I'm happy to drive.
Absolutely. And we
And
can.
I drive a stick, of course. So I have a
Now
5-speed.
that's a very rare commodity right now. You don't find a lot of people that drive sticks.
I had a Jeep when I was probably, oh my gosh, I was probably 20 years old, maybe 19 years old. Had an old Renegade, and I bought it on a Friday, and I had to learn how to drive. I couldn't drive it home because I didn't know how to drive a stick.
Right.
And I needed to know how to drive a stick by Monday when I went to work. And I practiced all weekend long, and I drove it all the way to Vulcan Materials over the big, LaGrange Bridge and all that. So I was able to do it. And I think I probably taught, I bet, 10 girls how to drive a stick on that Jeep.
Well, those were the days when everything was made very, how do I say this, robust.
Take a little damage.
Yeah. Well, in those days, those older cars, those clutches and those clutch plates, and the master cylinders, they could take the damage. These days, they design it so the thing gets burned out, and you're back at the dealership, getting slayed over. A buddy of mine, he bought the Porsche GT3 RS, which is, I think, stickers like $214,000. Well, you can't really, if you walk into a Porsche dealership and say, "Hello, Mr. Porsche, I would like to buy the GT3 RS," they'll look at you and they will laugh at you. They'll think you probably snorted some good quality Colombian shit before walking into the dealership. But if you are lucky enough to buy one, I think it's about 220,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So what happens is, a lot of these people, they buy it, and they don't care if they get blacklisted or whatever, and then they'll go and sell it to a gray market dealer, like an aftermarket exotic car dealer. He will take that car and sell it for like $300,000. They'll just add another $150,000. So my point is, a buddy of mine bought the car. Beautiful car. He tried to learn how to drive a manual on a GT3 RS. Burned the clutch. Burned the clutch.
Not a good idea.
It was, yeah, of course, and it had to go back to the dealership. It was under warranty, but they knew what was going on. They knew what time it was. You know what?
Yeah.
So they fixed it, but they said that's the last time they're doing that, because if that is the first car you're learning on, then there's something wrong with you. Do you know Terry Cook?
Terry, of course I know Terry. I love Terry.
Terry's saying hello. Terry's saying, yeah, Laura, let's go, Revved Up.
Yeah. So if on our Revved Up page, if you look at Terry has one of the coolest cars. Her picture on our Facebook page, she is doing a smoking burnout, and the smoke is all around her, and she's just smiling in the driver's seat.
Now, I am, of course, we're not going to mention where we're going to be doing our calendar shoot, but can we do a burnout over there?
No,
we cannot do a burnout over there.
We cannot do a burnout there.
So what do send me the date, because I'm a dingaling. I forget dates.
I have the date, but it's on my phone down there. We're doing a ladies over here. We're doing a ladies' night at Duke's.
Okay. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
If you pull up my Facebook page,
I will. Yeah, we will be there. We will be there. We will be there. We want to give a shout out to Luke Duke from Duke's, because Duke's is also the sponsor of the Wicked Car Stories, along with Fast Forward Race Cars and Laura Orimus, Coldwell Banker. None other than the most beautiful Laura Orimus, Coldwell Banker. And Terry says June 7th. June 7th is our shoot. Are you kidding me?
No, June 7th is, oh wait, Terry, is that the shoot or is that
No,
ladies' night?
June 7th is a ladies' night at Duke.
Yes, it's
Okay,
awesome.
June 7th. Thank you.
We have a beautiful flyer that we made.
Thank
and
you. Yes.
It's, yeah.
The flyer that Luke shared immediately.
We appreciate Duke's
Luke
doing
is
this
the
for
man.
us.
I love my Luke. He's awesome.
And I'm going to say that one of probably the main reason why I wanted to start an all women's car club,
because there isn't anything.
I went to Duke's on ladies' night last year.
Yeah.
And I was
there
the
were
only
like 2 girls.
There was no girls when I was there. I was the only one there. And when you are like, especially if you're newer to the car community, and everyone is very nice. All the men are very nice. And the women that I've met, of course, are wonderful. But
there he goes. June 23rd is the shit.
The shoot.
I mean, not the shit.
That's
The
our
shoot.
shoot. Yes.
LOL. Yeah. Thank you, love.
But when it's a little intimidating. So I had my truck, and my husband Mike does not want to go to cruise nights or car shows or anything.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he's your husband.
He's sitting
Mike,
by our pool.
like Brad Pitt. He's the coolest dude. He don't give a flying damn about it.
He works all day, and then when he comes home, he wants to sit by our pool in the summer, not on the asphalt somewhere. So, but when you're a woman and you pull up into, let's say, a cruise night by yourself, and you're going there literally alone,
right?
It's very intimidating.
It is.
And I did it quite a few times by myself, and then you start to get to know people a little bit, and then I joined the Gear Grinders, which they were very nice to take me in,
right?
And
well, you turned that club around. Single-handedly.
I'm trying to help elevate them.
No, I'm going to say this. You turned that club around single-handedly. You do a fantastic job.
They do 2 car shows a year. We just had one 2 weeks ago, and then we have one October 4th is our next one,
right,
at the American Legion. So mark your calendars.
I will. And there's another show coming up. Let me pull that up too, because Tom is going to kill me if I don't pull it up. Let's pull that up and make sure we give a little shout out to.
For what show?
This is going to be at Heaton.
Oh, that's Friday.
Yes.
That's Friday night.
Friday night.
This Friday. It's on my calendar. I plan on going.
Okay, so I don't know if you're watching this, Tom, but the girls will be there. Are the girls going too?
I know it wasn't on our club calendar, but
I'll be there.
Yeah, what we do is we pick 2 events to do a month as a club, and then whenever we're going somewhere, we have a group text, and we say, hey, we went up to Gaelic Park Sunday night, and then some of us will go. So I plan on going there Friday, and I think some of the girls will go too.
Okay, let me pull this up here. Share screen. This is all too technological here.
We have girls with all different ages, all different kind of cars. I have girls, like I said, 18 years old with a big lifted Chevy Bourbon truck, black and pink. Everyone loves it. We have girls with vets. I have GTOs. We have everything in our club. So
Heaton Hot Rods, man. And May 31st, 4 to 8 p.m. 1437 North Larkin Avenue in Joliet. This is the place to be. And the beautiful thing about this is you can see all the classic cars that he has for sale.
And so you could buy one while you're there.
Yeah, exactly. And Tom is just he's just a sweetheart. I've known Tom for a few years. He's been one of the supporters of the magazine from day one. Because let's face it, talking about the Wicked Car magazine, there is no other car magazine. Okay, I have no competition. We have no competition. And I like to keep that thing going. There used to be a magazine in the past, but I don't know where that went. And ever since we took over, people love it. They want to see where all the car shows are. Mm-hmm. And of course, you get the negative of people that say, who's going to look at a magazine? Who opens a magazine in this day and age? And you'd be surprised.
How many did you distribute the last time that you print?
I can't even say the numbers because you have been with me at the Muscle Car and Corvette National. Shout out to Bob. You've been with me to the World of Wheels. Shout out to Larry. And Harry, the Willets. You saw how many thousands of magazines just flew off the table.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You were hand distributing
I got to do some autographs,
and
which was super funny.
autographing magazines. That was a first in the history of the Wicked Car magazine. I've never had that happen.
That was very
And
funny.
I wanna thank you publicly on across my entire social media platform. How much class and decorum and classiness and pizzazz that Laura has brought to the Wicked Car magazine. I just want to say,
Wow.
I just want to say thank you very much, and it is very much appreciated. You are always there. Whenever I have a silly question, which I do, I have a lot of silly questions. And if I ever need anything, Laura is always there. So I want to thank you for that. Coming back to the car shows, you and I both agree that some of these car shows are just, how do I say this? We don't like to sit on,
But
we want to drive.
we do, but I'm going to say that there is a different type of person that wants to just go to car shows. Some of these guys, their cars that are in their garage,
Right.
they're gorgeous. They drive them to the show. They want people to look at it. That's what they love. They want to talk about their cars, and these cars are magnificent.
Yeah.
And then they drive them home. And that's what they want to do with cars. So everyone wants to do something a little bit different. I mean, I take my car to the grocery store and to Target. You know what I'm saying? These guys would never do that. So everyone has their own place in the car community. Obviously,
I totally agree with you. And you know what? While we're on that, I just want to do a quick shout out to a couple of different car shows that are going to be coming up, and these are shows that are very good cause. Because, I will admit, I mean, there are some shows, and I'm going to say this boldly, money grab is just a simple money grab. They just want to park their cars and do the things. But then there are shows that actually do some good for the community. And the next one coming up over here is Heroes, Hogs, and Hot Rods. I'm trying to find find a poster for them. Here, is this it? June 1st. All right, let's bring it up here. Here we go. June 1st. These are, of course, good friends of ours. They do a show every year. Heroes, Hogs, and Hot Rods car show Sunday, June 1st. I don't know if I can make it over there, but we're trying to push it as much as we can. Mantino Cruise Nights, Piatone Car Club. They're always doing such feel good stuff, with the veterans and Richard, he does a great job, and Anthony Venardi, he does a great job. Then you have the boys from Explosive Customs that do a fantastic job. They're always in the community and helping people and the veterans and everything.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, and Guido with Heroes, Hogs, and Hot Rods, they're always doing great things.
So I want to tell you, you don't know this yet.
I don't.
And this is just in the beginning planning stages.
Please tell me.
But our family company is OMI. It's Oremus Material Inc. And they're in Burr Ridge. And if you're driving down I-55, I'm sorry, you'll see a concrete truck, and it's autism awareness concrete truck.
Right.
It's the only one in the country. They're actually making a second one right now because that one's going down to Fort Myers. But they're going to be another one that will be here. It'll be in our area, and it delivers concrete. But it's the very first one of its kind. They did one of the first breast cancer trucks way back when. Now they're doing autism awareness. And I was talking to my daughter, who is part of the company. And we are thinking of doing...
Which one, my buddy?
No, you don't know Sarah yet. You know Allie.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Our little Allie. This is Sarah, though. This is my older daughter. And she has four boys. And her oldest is autistic. And that's why OMI did this truck.
Okay.
And we are going to do at the calendar shoot place, the secret place that we're talking about.
Yeah, the secret place.
They have a huge parking lot.
Okay.
And we are thinking of doing a car show next year, and I'm going to need your help. And it'll be with the Revved Up girls.
Okay.
and we want to do a fundraiser, a car show fundraiser for autism awareness. And we're going to bring the truck there, and it'll be like touch a truck for that. And then we'll do a regular car show, bring in food, food trucks. And the venue that we're talking about has a big pond, and it has trees, and it's wildflowers. It's a beautiful venue. I think it would be a great place for a show.
Say no more. Done. As a matter of fact, if your team can supply me with the pictures and a nice write up and everything, we can have it in the next magazine also.
So we have to pick a day next year.
Okay.
We won't be able to do it this year. That's not enough time, but we'll pick a day next year, early in the spring probably. And I hope everyone comes to it. And the Revved Up girls, I haven't talked to them about it. Again, this is the very beginning stages. But I hope that this will be our first car show that we can, put together and do it for
Terry is approving that. She goes, Yay. It's an absolutely amazing idea. Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, Terry's awesome.
She's all the. I know a few of them.
Yeah.
I know Shannon. Yeah. She's such a sweetheart.
Her beautiful truck, gorgeous truck.
Her mom, her dad, they're so sweet. And she was actually on the cover of last year's World of Wheels.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite color. It's turquoise.
That's my favorite. Yeah. That's the color truck I wanted. But now I'm used to my truck. But that was the color I was looking for.
Your truck is also one of a kind. I haven't seen a lot of orange, burnt
like orange, red kind of. Yeah.
It is. And on a nice sunny day, as a matter of fact, the last photo of your truck that I took at Midwest Gear Grinders, I don't know if you saw the glow from I don't do. Listen, people know me. I do not do any Photoshop. I like to take the picture correctly the first time I shoot on manual. I don't do point and shoot, and that glow was so intense. Nice. That was the cover shot of the album. It was beautiful.
Yes, I did see that. Thank you.
That was.
You make my truck look good.
No, I don't have to.
So.
Listen, sometimes in life you don't have to make things look good. The things are so good that they make me look good. So that's another story. But so I like that color. Also, what I wanted to ask you was, and I have a brain freeze now, coming back to cars. Do you work on cars?
I don't work on cars. Okay. I will say that the only thing I actually do to my car is I have to, every 2 weeks, I have to go in because I have the chrome hoses and I have to tighten them up. That's it. That's what I do because I did it one time when I first got them put on, and I wound up having an explosion of antifreeze and steam everywhere. Right. The only time I was ever towed. So it was very sad.
Yeah. When we were at the bays a few months back, your car did not start.
Because I was so nervous because I was doing the cover shoot that I left my key on.
You left your key on, but you know what? What I noticed that day was you did not become nervous. You did not become angry. You were completely calm. You were cool. And we
jumped it. It is what it is. I know where the battery is. Come on, the battery's in a weird place. No one else knew that but me.
Exactly. And I'm just saying. I mean, you're such a cool person. If it was me, I would have exploded. I would have been. It would have been an F-bomb kind of a thing going on over there. But no, that is super fantastic. So we covered the car. We covered the Revved Up Women's Car Club.
Thank you for that.
Oh no, please, absolutely. You're a part of this. We covered Tom's show, which is this Friday. Yep. Which I will be there nice and early because I wanted to shoot some cars. And then we covered the OMI truck. We have a couple of people saying hello to you. Thank you. To Terry, thank you, Marcelo, thank you, Nelson, thank you, Alex, thank you, Critical Smoker. What else would you like to plug?
I think that's everything, and you really hit the Porsche hard, so I think that's everything I got. That Porsche I think it's everything.
That is one of my favorite cars in the world. So okay, then, and in that case, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a long day today. This is our third shoot of the day with Laura. She just did a very informative and an in-depth program on real estate and
Buyers.
and the buyers and the home inspection and
Everything with buyers.
and the invasion of the aliens. You got to watch it. It's going to be up. I'm going to try to put some reels up, some shorts up today.
There was no aliens. It was ghost. It was haunted. It wasn't ghost. It wasn't aliens.
Turn the lights on, goddammit. I don't want to talk about that. So, all cool. I just want to say thank you, Laura, for taking the time, the valuable time out of your day.
Thank you for having me.
To come and spend it with a goofball like me. Thank you. Have a beautiful day, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.